Good morning. It's almost noon here on the West Coast in Seattle, Washington. Today we are drinking lots and lots of tea, but it's going to be a gorgeous sunny day, which is very unusual for Seattle, Washington in February. Now, I sound a little rough, pardon me. Had a cold back in January and I'm still coughing, but I feel great. And today I'm looking forward to chatting about cookbooks with you and tea. And I don't drink coffee, but you're welcome to talk about coffee with me. This is an Amazon Live shopping show. So, those of you over on YouTube and Facebook, come on over if you want to shop. There's an item carousel. Otherwise, just enjoy the show. I'm going to get started off in the chat over here on Amazon. I just got to make sure I'm logged into my own account. And I put my phone on Do Not Disturb because all of my relatives love to message me when I'm live streaming. Welcome to Cookbook Divas. Okay, today we're going to look at all of these cookbooks briefly. One of them isn't out yet, and I can't really show you much of it because that would be too much of a sneak preview. We're going to start off by mentioning that my ring light is by Newer, and it is 20% off today, dropping it down to $71. Love that. My Logitech Brio 4K webcam is also on sale. It's 30% off today. And my microphone, which is right here, Logitech Blue Yeti for creators, is 31% off today. Awesome. Happy New Year. I'm drinking out of a book, coffee, or tea mug that's microwavable and dishwasher safe. And the pattern has not worn off. And it shows kitties and birdies and bookshelves and a globe and some curios, etc. And what I have inside it is hot English breakfast tea, which we'll chat about in a minute too. But everybody always asks about my backdrop. It is fabric, it's cloth, it's washable, it's hanging from a background stand. It is by Kate. This particular backdrop, and I have an addiction to them. I love buying them. This one is pink and it looks like a fancy Regency era wall. And so I got it for some upcoming Bridgerton tea parties that we're going to have here on the live stream. It is 7 feet wide, 5 feet tall, so it's too short to have a full body outfit of an adult, but it's great for photographing kids and hiding the fact that my office wall behind me is boring and ugly. So that is by Kate and it's $35. Wanted to mention, since we're still in winter heading towards spring, did you know that there's a mini waffle maker that's not by Dash? It's my mini. It's a snowman waffle maker. Non-stick, but I always wipe it with a little bit of cooking oil anyway. You can make savory waffles. I wanted you to see how big it is. There you go. And after you've used it, don't touch anywhere here because it's very hot. You'll burn yourself. Just use this lid. I just wanted to mention that because it's still winter and I might have nieces or nephews over this weekend that want some waffles. Let's start off with the tea that I wanted to mention. This brand is Harney and Sons. These are their HT tea tins. I wanted to mention this one, Pomegranate Oolong, is my current favorite, although I don't have it in my cup right now. I think I drank all of it, and I'm using the beautiful tin to store English breakfast while I'm waiting to restock. These tins help keep your tea fresher, especially if they're in silken tea bags. My English breakfast is in these foil packages, so it's going to be fresh enough. But sadly, these only come with 20 tea bags in them, and that's like a 4-day supply for me. But they're so beautiful and look pretty in my cupboard. So we'll talk about the other ones later. But I wanted to mention that the Pomegranate Oolong black tea with caffeine is 8% off today. So at $10.84, each cup of tea costs you 50 cents if I'm doing the math right. Let's jump into the first cookbook of the day, and we'll kind of pop around to the other items. Okay, this isn't a cookbook, but it's a beverage book, and it is so incredibly fun to look through. Oh my gosh, I love it. Coffee Art Masterclass. 50 incredible coffee designs for the home barista. I don't think I'm good enough to do any of these. Let's see when this comes out. Comes out in March 19, so this is a secret sneak preview. So what I like about this, although I don't think I'm going to attempt these, look at all these step-by-step photos for how to make the coffee foam art. You can try at every stage to kind of fiddle around with it and make it happen. This is a dove. And this one is cherry blossom. Okay, what are you doing with that? You're using actual edible cherry blossoms? Oh, crushed dried rose petals on top of the blossom to look like cherry blossoms. Okay. Those wouldn't taste very good to eat, but you could sip around them or use a straw so that you're not actually getting them in your mouth. I'm not a fan of rose flavors. Look at this one, whale watching. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and whale watching is what all my visiting relatives want to do when they get here. And we also drink lots of coffee in the Pacific Northwest, although I personally drink tea. Here's a chameleon. It looked like a dinosaur to me for a second, but then I see what they're doing with it. The steps are numbered, which is super helpful. The peacock from the front cover. Now, clearly, they're not just using a toothpick in the foam to make this. They're putting green milk foam. So they're coloring their milk foam so that they can make these designs. Okay, that's not cheating. That's just being fun. There's an art lover section where you can make the Mona Lisa. I don't even know how they made that brown foam. But of course, everything is edible. So this coffee art masterclass cookbook is coming out in March. Click now. Check it out if you want to pre-order it before it comes out. I'm going to start stacking my cookbooks in a better way. Yesterday, I live streamed 2 times in a row, and my office was trashed when I was done. And then I thought I was going to live stream a 3rd time, and I had the energy for it. I already had my hair and makeup, blah, blah, blah. And then I went to Trader Joe's. So I got a little bit tired grocery shopping because I went woohoo and went crazy and bought a lot. And then I brought it home and live streamed from the kitchen, just chatting about my Trader Joe's haul. And then after that, I was too tired to live stream. I was like, nope, we're done. Plus, my office was messy. So the Effortless Baker, the author of this beautiful food photography expert baking book, she lives in Portland. She sent me this for free right before Christmas because I was begging her for it. Janani Alava Jagan. I hope I said that right. She's the creator of Skillet to Plate food photography blog, and this is her own cookbook. It's the Effortless Baker. It's your complete step-by-step guide to decadent, show-stopping sweets and treats. And it is gorgeous. I have not baked anything out of this. We're going to look through it in a second. But I wanted to mention that it's 10% off today for the hardcover, $22.37 as of today. So we'll do a quick flip so you can see what's going on. And now let's look inside. The publisher is Page Street Publishing, one of our favorites. This came out in 2023. The chapters are Simple Everyday Cakes and Sweets, Crave-Worthy Cookies and Madeleines, Celebratory Layer Cakes and Fancy Desserts, woo! All Other Treats. And then at the end, there's a chapter called Breakfast Sweets and Breads, and then Basics and How-To Tutorials in the back. So let me just grab an example. This is ricotta olive oil almond cake with summer fruits. And then there's tips to help you create it. This is carrot halwa cake with ricotta malai frosting. And then here is a, I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm going to skip on. Oh my gosh, look at her gingerbread cookie house. I'm not even going to try that showstopper. I can barely make brownies at this point because I'm so out of practice baking. Funfetti cake with Rice Krispies filling. And this is a Kahlua tiramisu cake. So we'll jump ahead, get out of cakes. Here are cream puffs. So it's a very stylized cookbook. I don't know how well the recipes work out because I haven't made them, but there's some unusual stuff in here like matcha cheesecake brownies. I do like matcha. So that's the Effortless Baker, your complete step-by-step guide to decadent, show-stopping sweets and treats. And it's from Page Street Publishing. I'm going to set that one aside. We're going to do one more cookbook, and then I'm going to invite the writers and creative types here to play a couple little games with me with the Writer's Oracle and the Storyteller's Oracle. We'll chat about those in a second. Meanwhile, let me know where you're watching from. I am in Seattle, Washington. And it's sunny today. So everybody I know is playing hooky to either go on a walk or wine tasting. And I plan to do both. I'm going to walk 3 miles to wine tasting, have a little dinner or snack, and then Uber home because I don't want to walk up a giant 3-mile hill. So, do we have any Bridgerton fans? because Bridgerton's next season is coming out, I believe, in May. And so this Bridgerton Guide to Entertaining is going to come in handy if you, like me, are going to throw some Bridgerton-themed parties. Now, I'm going to throw some Bridgerton tea parties in real life to watch the show with my friends, but only the friends that can stop talking during the show. I have one friend that talks the entire time, and it's one thing if you're talking about the show, like, oh, I like her dress, or oh my God, he's a jerk. That's totally fun. This person is having a conversation about her laundry and doctor's visit. It's like, shut up, I'm watching the show. So I don't want to invite her anymore. So don't be that person. Be polite. Let people hear. But besides throwing real life parties at my house, I'm going to throw a couple of Bridgerton tea parties on my live stream here on Amazon Live and on YouTube, and you can join me. You won't be on camera unless you're another cookbook blogger, and then I'll invite you to be on camera with me. This is the official Bridgerton Guide to Entertaining, how to cook, host, and toast like a member of the ton. Shondaland and Netflix made this cookbook. Take a little peek. Besides the recipes and treats, there's lots of cast photos and pretty things and table settings. This is just a gorgeous book. They did such a good job. I'm guessing it's inside editions because they do so many of the pop culture books, but no, I can't read it. It's a tiny font. So the chapters in this beautiful cookbook include a breakfast visit with the Bridgertons, the Queen's lawn party, afternoon tea with the Sharmas, dinner at the Featherington Ball, Lady Danbury's Den of Iniquity. Oh, yes, please. And that's it. Okay, so I'm going to jump in and show you some of the beautiful kippers on toast. I bet they had so much fun shopping for dishes and props for this cookbook. This is miniature Palms Anna, or Anna. I say Anna because of Frozen. Sparkling cocktail bar and how to make it. The art of the calling card. We don't really do calling cards anymore. London fog lattes. How fun would that be? So the official Bridgerton Guide to Entertaining is 36% off. If you're going to grab this as a gift for someone or yourself, I would grab it today. Click on it in the product carousel over here on Amazon Live. The Queen's Lawn Party. Now, chatting about Cookbook Divas, we are Amazon influencers, so anything that you buy, we get a tiny commission from it. But we also broadcast the same live stream to our YouTube friends and our Facebook friends, and those people are interested in cookbooks, but we occasionally talk about something that's not a cookbook, like these things, which I'm going to chat about in a minute, which are for writers and creative people. So we started a new YouTube channel, and it's called Cookbook Divas Shops, and it's for all of our stuff that's not a cookbook. So you can follow that channel, and let me just make a little screen for it. Let me just make a banner for it where I'm sitting here. And that way we can do our Amazon streams where we're talking about toys and books and gourmet food and kitchen stuff and not bother people that just care about cookbooks. So let me edit my little banner a little bit because it's very similar, but I have to hide it. So bear with me. Have a sip of your coffee or tea. And we just published a post about our favorite cookbook podcasts, and I'd love to hear if you listen to any cookbook podcasts. Okay, I'm going to put the address. YouTube Cookbook Divas Shops. Let me make sure that my own address works before I change this banner. Does it work? Does it work? Do I know my own name? Yes, I do. Okay. We have 24 little subscribers. Okay. Putting this back on the screen. Now you can find Cookbook Divas Shops. All right. Sorry for the little self-promotion there. We kind of have to do that because we want you to know about cool stuff. Let's look at a couple more recipes. Blackberry and citrus curd bars. Please have a photo. Oh, they do. Gorgeous. So this is the official Bridgerton Guide to Entertaining, how to cook, host, and toast like a member of the ton. Let me know if you have any questions about it. Now we're going to look at Walk for Less, which the publisher sent us a free copy of. So grateful. This is budget-friendly Asian meals in 30 minutes or less. And here's the author, Ching-Hee Huang. Is this out yet? Did this come out in January? Yes, it came out January 30. So we'll do a quick flip through. Gorgeous. Now, Do you own a wok? I do not. I thought I did. I was digging around. I haven't completely unpacked for moving back into my house after a remodel, but I don't think I own a wok. I didn't find one. So now I want to go shopping for one because of this cookbook. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Okay. I like that there's so many vegetarian options. I like that the fonts are big so I can read them, my old grandma eyes. So you can probably read the table of contents from here. Budget chop suey, stir fries, and fried rice. Eggs siding on a budget. Fast, fresh, flavorful noodles. Entertaining, sharing, and leftover meals. Easy freezy. Easy salads, pickles, and sides. And then serving sauces at the very end. And I like to make my own serving sauces, although I don't often because I'm busy and lazy. But I am a vegetarian who is allergic to ginger. So all of the delicious Asian sauces seem to have ginger in them or oyster sauce, so I have to make my own. So let's take a look at some of these dishes. Sweet soy chicken and bamboo shoot, sweet corn and peanut fried rice, Cantonese style ham and egg fried rice, or basic egg fried rice. This is what I want for dinner. Sadly, I'm going to Red Robin tonight, a children's restaurant here in the Pacific Northwest, because a family member's bringing children to dinner. Well, I love children. Okay, I guess I'm having a veggie burger and fries tonight. This is Sichuan pork and cucumber and chili sauce. I was just hoping to go to a fancy restaurant. Taiwanese cold egg noodle salad. Those of you just joining us, we're looking through Wok for Less. And here's fast, fresh flavor from noodles. I see that we have some people watching on Facebook and YouTube. Please come on over and chat. Drop a comment. Cauliflower noodles. There's Malini. Hello. Buddha's chow mein. Glad to see you again, Malini. Simple Singapore noodles. These all look so healthy. I've got to buy a wok because I make these obviously in the biggest skillet I own. It's not the same as having a wok. Here is Japanese teriyaki beef udon noodle stir fry. If you can afford the beef to put in this dish, grocery prices are still not going down. Spicy sweet oyster sauce prawns with pine nuts. My boyfriend loves prawns. I'm not sure he'd be okay with pine nuts on top of them. He's not that adventurous. Those of you just joining us, we're looking through Wok for Less. It's on sale today, 32% off on Amazon, dropping it down from $30 to close to $20 today. Sweet and sour chicken. Speaking of deals, if you stop by the Amazon storefront for us, we do a little deals list of cookbooks every single day so that you don't have to search for the deals because we already compiled them for you on our storefront. Sticky char siu roast pork crispy noodles with hot and sour soy sauce. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Chili beef brisket bows. So you guys, this weekend, are you cooking in or going out or doing takeaway or doing Uber Eats, which just added a giant extra service fee here in the Seattle area? Woo! And I believe New York too. That is Wok for Less. We're going to look through one more cookbook and then we'll take a little cookbook break to explore some of the other things I wanted to show you on Amazon Live in our shopping show today. Okay, we're going to do a very brief look through of Fruitful because it is not out yet. It's not coming out for a long time. This is a super sneak peek. I say this is the most gorgeous cookbook cover of the year so far, according to me. You may have a different opinion, and that's okay too. This is stunning. Here's the back. Sarah Johnson, sweet and savory fruit recipes inspired by farms, orchards, and gardens. So I live during the spring and summer in another town in Eastern Washington where there's orchards everywhere. There's apples, pears, no, not really peaches, mostly apples, pears, and cherries. And I don't personally garden, but my boyfriend does. But when I saw fruit recipes inspired by orchards, I had to beg for this, and the publisher sent it to us. Thank you so much. Sarah Johnson is the author. Kyle Books is the publisher. This doesn't come out till May. So I really can't preview it too much with you, but we'll do a quick flip. I saw a pie and a tart. Ooh, and another tart. This is gorgeous. And I really can't linger on this because they really want me to hold off till closer to publication date. Fair enough. But what if we peek, and you don't tell anybody, at the salad of nectarines, green beans, almonds, and feta? I would not have thought of putting green beans in there, and I actually have some in the house. I got them at Trader Joe's yesterday. Wow. So let's look at one more because I can't resist. Let me find a really good banana bread is kind of boring to look at. Oh, quail. Do you want to see a quail recipe? I'd rather look at a dessert. Well, that's soup. Okay, I'm having trouble. Hang on. Let me go back. There's just so much I can't decide what to show because I can barely. Okay. Rhubarb. It's almost spring. Rhubarb and brown butter tart. And I have rhubarb growing in my backyard. Gorgeous. So that is your only sneak peek I'm going to do of Fruitful for a little while. But when it gets closer to the May publication date, you'll see us doing reels of this on Instagram and shorts on YouTube and putting it in live streams here on Amazon Live. So it's not on sale because it's a pre-order. It's $34.99 today. Okay. We're going to take a brief break from cookbooks because there's some cool stuff I'd like to show you that's kind of food related and kind of creative people related. Let's start off with Winter Cheers because it's on sale. This is a cocktail deck, but not one where you'd normally just shuffle it, take one out, and you have to make that drink. But it's Winter Cheers. It's a nice gift box for your friends that love cocktails. Cozy cold weather cocktail and drink recipes, 75 stunningly beautiful photographs of drinks. They have little sections you can organize it by rum, whiskey, vodka, tequila, etc. I actually unorganized it myself. Let's just grab a drink and see an example of what's in here. Oh, pretty nice for a winter night. A Kahlua coffee recipe. Now, you would think it would be as simple as make coffee, stir some Kahlua in, and put whipped cream on top. But they actually have a little bit more going on than that. They want you to add a pinch of ground cinnamon, a teaspoon of granulated sugar, coffee, obviously. They want you to add some Irish whiskey, not just Kahlua. Okay, if you say so. Let's look at one more. Winter Cheers is on sale for 14% off today, dropping it down to $14. Ooh, this is pretty. Is that beer? Oh my gosh, it is. It's ale punch. Serves one. Ale, brandy, sherry, simple syrup, ground cloves, and a lemon wheel. That you need on a really cold day. It's actually sunny here in Seattle, but cold. It was 40 degrees when I got up this morning. Let's look at one more. Oh, hot buttered sugar plum rum. What's that? Serves two. You need softened butter, honey, brown sugar, cinnamon, cloves, dark rum, plum liqueur, like you just have that sitting around the house. Sometimes with these fancy cocktail decks, you really need to plan in advance. Look at the recipe, go to the store, come back, and then make it. Because I don't have plum brandy sitting around. I wish I did. This is Winter Cheers, cozy cold weather cocktail and drink recipes, and it's a fun gift for the drinkers in your family. And I don't think there's any non-alcoholic ones in here. Yeah. The next thing I wanted to chat about, because it's so fun to play with, is the Writer's Oracle. Do you have any friends that are writers or creative folks? This is a wonderful gift deck to give them. Has nothing to do with cookbooks, but bear with me. I'm a writer too. Divine your way through writer's block. You open it up, and there's a little booklet explaining how to use it, and then a deck. And there's two different kinds of cards in the deck, and I got a little confused about that on my live stream yesterday. Here is one that I just grabbed. It's called The Mire, and it suggests themes, struggles, loss of momentum or pacing. It talks about plot. Where are you spending the most time on in this story? It talks about character. Has the character gotten bogged down and lost their drive? It talks about the setting. What is the most agonizingly tedious thing in the setting? So it kind of helps you work your way through whatever story you're writing at the moment. Or the second type of card gives you something to write about. This one is the crossroads. Or you might write about the window. What would you write about? Someone looking out a window. What do they see? Or who's watching them look at what they see? You see how this works. So it's kind of fun to play around with. After a little while, with only 52 cards, you'd probably kind of memorize them. And when you pulled one, you'd be like, oh, yeah, I've already worked with this one. So that could be a little bit of a problem. But what a wonderful gift for the writer friend in your life. Although I would include a nice note that doesn't give reference to, I know you probably have writer's block. That wouldn't be very nice. We want to give positive gifts. So this is 21% off today, which is why I wanted to mention it, dropping it down to $15.83. I have a similar deck that we're going to look at before we go look at another. Cookbook. This is the Story Oracle. And besides writers, artists can use it too. It, of course, comes with a guidebook telling you how to use it. You can use it to do a 1-card drawing. I'm going to shuffle these to freshen them up after the live stream yesterday. You can use it for a 1-card drawing, so write about this today, or 3 cards to tell a story in linear motion. I'm going to do 3 cards. So I feel like that one, this one, and then this one. Okay, let's see what I drew. So the Story Oracle could also be used by artists. At the beginning of the story, I have letting go. How would I write about someone letting go? The middle of the story, they are unfinished. What does that mean to you? And the end of the story is fury. What happened that made them so mad? That's really cool. You could also use that to draw a picture. How would you draw a picture of someone letting go, feeling unfinished, and then being furious at the end? I think there would be lots of red paint, but that's just me. So this is the Story Oracle. It is on sale 7% off today. It's a great companion with the Writer's Oracle if you have creative friends. Now check out Divine Tea Time. Yesterday on my live stream, I was like, oh, my throat is sore and I can barely talk on my live stream. I want to pull a card that solves the problem. And I pulled this soothing card. That's pretty cool. So it comes in a gift box. Divine Tea Time inspiration cards, rituals, and blends to soothe your soul. It shows you how to use it. The box is pretty. The deck is beautiful. It comes with a card holder so that you can leave the card up while you make the recipe to refer to it and not have to touch it. That's pretty cool. Here's the card I had yesterday, Soothing. But I want a new card, so I'm going to shuffle. Oops, excuse me, guidebook. I'm going to shuffle. This deck is 45% off today on Amazon, dropping it down to $13.75. Nice deal. Nice gift book. Okay, I'm going to draw a tea to solve my problem today of needing energy to go on this long walk and then drink wine. Okay, here's the card I'm going to draw. Thyme and blood orange tea. Detoxing. Oh, I need this after I go to the wineries on my long walk. Fill a jug with a liter or quart of water. Slice 2 blood oranges, which I actually just bought some yesterday. Wow. Bruise 6 sprigs of thyme and add to the water. Steep in the fridge for 2 hours. Pour into ice-filled glasses. Okay. I will do that when I get home. Fine. Sounds good. So it's a fun little deck to kind of spice up your life tea-wise, because I tend to be really boring and just have English breakfast or Earl Grey tea all day long, and I switch to decaf in the afternoon. This is Divine Tea Time. So let's run back to the cookbook section, and we're going to look at, and how do I pronounce this? I'm going to say Süß. It's spelled like sus, but there's a little U over it. Sweet German treats for every occasion. Thank you for the follow, Amazon customer. All right. Sweet German Treats for Every Occasion is by Audrey Leonard, and this book is by Page Street Publishing. And I bought it for myself as a little Valentine's present. And I am of German ancestry, and my German grandmother did quite a bunch of baking. So the first chapter is cakes or Kuchen. Second chapter is sweet doughs and breads. Third chapter is puddings, creams, and ice creams. And I have a feeling puddings is not what we Americans think of as puddings. There's an entire Christmas chapter, which I didn't know. That's pretty cool. All right, introduction. So let me quickly flip through. My camera is not liking these light-colored pages. Sorry. It's definitely a muted photography style, kind of relaxing to look at. Okay. Here's the sweet doughs and breads chapter. Vanilla twist with vanilla cream. There they are. And, ooh, step-by-step photos. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. That helps me so much when I'm cooking and baking. Poppy seed snails. If you don't think of them as snails, they sound delicious. I'm not an escargot person. Hazelnut crown. Ooh, that's a lot of hazelnuts. My best friend hates hazelnuts, so I would not be able to make that for her. Oh, that is a pudding like I would have thought of. Vanilla semolina pudding, and I think the German word says griefs pudding. That's probably not what I think it means, grief. There's even a chocolate ice cream for children recipe. Wow. Let's look at one more. Oh, let's look at the Christmas chapter. What can I show you? Christmas fruit bread. So that is sweet German treats for every occasion. I think it came out in 2024. It's by Audrey Leonard. It is perfectly lovely. Let me look up the date. 2023, just in time for Christmas. It's on sale today, which is why I wanted to show you and mention it. It is 12% off today. So let's take a break from cookbooks because I want to show you these adorable, cute sticker books. Has nothing to do with cookbooks, but I had them sitting in my office and I wanted to play with them and share them with you while I was sipping on some tea. They are by Peter Popper Press, and they're little books with around 900 stickers each. I'm going to leave this up here for a second so we can look at it, because there's 3 books I want to show you. This one is Mystical Ephemera, an enchanting vintage sticker book with over 900 stickers. Now, stickers are not just for kids, but what would you use them for as an adult? Well, I have lots of notebooks because I still take notes by hand, although I can usually not read my writing. But usually by the time I've written something down, I'll remember it. So I could put this on my notebooks, or you could do decoupage on boxes. Oh, spiders, don't look. Oh, I shouldn't have shown that. I'm sorry. So this starts off, this is Mystical Ephemera. So it's going to be the little more gothy of the rest. But look, there's labels. And last night, I just filled a giant container in my pantry with jasmine rice and another with basmati rice. And then I thought, how am I going to tell them apart in the future? And I sniffed them and they both smell good. I could not tell the difference. I thought I would know what jasmine rice smells like. So now I have labels I can take off and put on my jars. Ooh, 1920s, 30s, Great Gatsby party. Some moon signs. Not sure what you could use this for. You could decorate your phone. You could decorate envelopes if you're still writing letters handwritten to people and relatives. You can put it on cards that you give people in person to say thank you. Lots more labels. This one's pretty witchy. So look at all the stickers that you get. So that's Mystical Ephemera, which might be a little too dark for some people. So we can do the lighter one. That one was on sale, 10% off, by the way. You can see it in my shopping carousel. Next, Fairy Kingdom is also on sale. This one has 750 stickers, an enchanting ephemeral sticker book, 50 pages of designs, nostalgic illustrations with a magical flourish, perfect for collaging, scrapbooking, personalizing your planner, and more. Let's take a quick flip, and then I'll show you some pages straight up. I'd like to do an entire show on sticker books. Oh, there's a whales page. And some fairies. And is that Waterhouse's Mermaid, I think? I'm trying to remember the artist's name. And then the paper on this side is pretty too. Take wing, find the magic, thank you. That would be nice to put on an envelope before you give it to someone. Here's some labels and book plates, etc. Oh, I see some woodland animals and fairies. Cute. And yeah. So that is the Fairy Kingdom book. We have one more we're going to peek at really quickly, which is Bibliophilia, which the Amazon seller spelled wrong. This is also from Peter Popper Press, 780 stickers. This is for the book nerd in your life. I'm a book nerd. So this is an extraordinary compendium of literary stickers. We will quickly flip You get the drift. Oh, there's some lettering. I'm hoping there's some labels. Okay. Possibly some book plates. I don't know what this shape in particular is for, but okay. See lots of flowers, stacks of books, cherubs, Valentine. I'm going to assume, birds, animals. I'm not sure why that's literary, but okay. Book covers. This is my favorite part. If you were making little dollhouse accessories, this is the wrong scale for most dollhouses that are 1/6, but you might be able to make some cute little fake books for some reason for your dolls to hold and enjoy. Here's the fonts, lettering, some botanical, etc. So this is Bibliophilia Ephemera. It is also 10% off today, which is why I wanted to mention it. Now, let's chat about my other teas. If I am serving Asian food, like out of that wok cookbook, here is Dragon Pearl Jasmine for after dinner. I don't do it before dinner because your palate needs a little break. This is also from Hardy & Sons. Sadly, it's not on sale. It's $14.90, but look at this beautiful tin. And the tea bags are silken, which is why they need to be in the tin to keep them fresh. And then when I'm done with the tins, I could recycle them, but I usually keep them to hold jewelry or knickknacks or pens or whatever, or other teas. They're just so cute. I have quite the tea tin collection, I have to admit. Other one that I'm drinking is, I prefer winter white Earl Grey, but it's getting harder to get a hold of. So this is just regular Earl Grey black tea with bergamot, or I like to say bergamot, because it sounds fancy. Do I actually? Nope, I have this one stuffed full of English breakfast too. I must have drank up all the Earl Grey. Do you say drank up or drunk up? Drank up. Hey, that matches my shirt. Okay. The other thing I wanted to mention was, did you know that there's a Great British Baking Show game that you can play with people? It is for 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up, and it comes with a lot of work to set up, actually, because you have to punch out. Here's a stand for the table. You have to punch out all these little cards. Here's the instructions. Here's all the things you have to get ready and punch out. And then you might play this person, or you could be this person, or this baker, or this baker. And then here's the little cards. I've never actually played this yet because my friends that like Great British Baking Show are too busy. But it comes with a little table, and I actually don't know where the table went. I think I dropped it just like that. No wonder I can't find anything. I like to drop it on live streams. Well, I'll have to find that table before I play the game. But how cool is that? It's on sale, just 6% off. But I know a lot of people that love and are addicted to Great British Baking Show or Great British Bake Off, and they didn't know there's a game. And the game is by Ravensburger, so I'm so glad that they made it. Yay! Maybe I'll get to play it at a tea party. I thought I had a coloring book in here. No? There's also a Great British Baking Show coloring book I wanted to show you, but can't find it, and it's not in the carousel. So I'm going to move on. This book, I like reading books about foodie themes. This is set in 2017 and World War II. It's a family recipe by Veronica Henry. It's a little bit of a romance. Laura is feeling lost after she becomes an empty nester, and she turns to her greatest comfort, her grandmother's recipe box, a treasured collection dating back to the Second World War. Inspired by a bit of the old Blitz spirit, Laura has an idea that gives her a fresh sense of purpose and her own exciting path to follow. But, and there's always a but, and at the back of this book, there's maybe 4 recipes from the author's own recipe box. So I haven't read it yet, but I picked it up. Hopefully I'll have time to read it over the weekend. A family recipe by Veronica Henry, and sadly, it's not on sale. Sad face. Okay, let's go back to cookbooks. We covered everything else, and we have 4 cookbooks left to explore today. And my voice is holding up, so I'm grateful for that. Fruitful we did. Oh, The Sweet Polish Kitchen is next. Katie just reviewed this cookbook, or previewed it, over on our YouTube, so you can see it way more in depth. I bought this copy for myself because I was excited and I didn't want to check it out from the library and have to give it back. This is a celebration of home baking and nostalgic treats. It's by Ren Bihan. and interlinked books. Let me read a little bit what they say here. Honey, cinnamon, ginger, vanilla, citrus peel, cherries, whipped sweet cheese. With these warming scents and flavors, Ren Bahan guides you through the sweet Polish kitchen, from everyday bakes to holiday favorites and carnival treats, drawing on Poland's rich cafe culture and influences from across Central and Eastern Europe. Let's do a quick flip. Oh, it's gorgeous. I actually hadn't looked through this yet. Oh, oh, loving it. Loving it. Let's check out the chapters. The Sweet Polish Kitchen. This is on sale, 17% off today. Here's the chapters. Polish baking basics, Polish classics, layer cakes and sheet cakes, carnival treats, seasonal Easter, Christmas, and other occasions, pancakes and pierogi. I love that chapter name. Bread, loaves, and buns, desserts, sweets, preserves, and a liqueur. Okay, let's look. Okay, here's what it looks like. Basic recipes. You can make stewed apples, crumb topping, poppy seed paste. And you get the Polish words on top. This is Krakowian style cheesecake. This is apple cake with a meringue and crumb topping. That would be awesome in early fall or late summer. Deep filled bilberry buns. No photo though. So just FYI, not every recipe has a photo. Shoot. Yeasted buns with sweet cheese and fruit. Those look so good. I really have to stop live streaming cookbooks right before lunch. Layered birthday cream torte. Let me know if you have any questions about this cookbook. If you like cookbooks, be sure to hit follow and come on over to Instagram and YouTube and follow over there too. Our Marcello, I can't read the Polish part, chocolate hazelnut and cherry torte. I love cherry desserts. A torte ambassador. That's pretty. Ooh, angel wings. I see lots of powdered sugar on that one. Those of you just joining us, we're looking through the Sweet Polish Kitchen. Oh, this is gorgeous. Almond bunt with roasted rhubarb glaze. Oh, that is stunning. Let's look at one more from the pancakes and pierogi section. Pancakes 3 ways. Oh, I want to show you one. I don't want to put this book down yet. Bread, loaves, and buns. How about sweet onion and poppy seed rolls? They kind of look gross, but I can tell they would be super delicious. It's just kind of dark colored. That would be so yummy. And a wild blueberry and almond babka loaf. Okay, this is a pretty awesome book. So the Sweet Polish Kitchen is on sale, 17% off today on Amazon. And we have 3 cookbooks left to peek into. The next one was a gift to us from the publisher, which we are required to disclose to you, and I'm happy to. This is the Plantastic Cookbook, Gwen Keneally, author of The Inclusive Table and The Lotus Kitchen. And my voice is kind of wimping out. I am going to be resetting and live streaming over on Amazon Live and on Cookbook Divas Shops talking about Star Wars toys today. So come on over later, probably after lunchtime, after I give my voice a little rest. This is the Plantastic Cookbook, a lively and healthy plant-based recipe collection. Hukwa Press is the publisher, and I'm sure I just slaughtered that. The paper quality, I'm not sure if this is kind of a self-publishing vanity publisher or what's going on, but here we go. Introduction, toast is my jam, soups and stews, greens, slaws, and salad. Jackfruit of all trades, a whole chapter on jackfruit. I love it. Quinoa, which I have a friend that still says quinoa. I'm like, oh, honey, we all mispronounce stuff though. Grilled sides and entrees, party fare, and sweets. And I mispronounced the name of the publisher, so I can't really talk. Ooh, toast is my jam. Oh, this is an illustrated cookbook. Pretty. I love the drawings. Cinnamon nutso, 7-seed and nut butter toast. Fava bean mint toast. Strawberry ricotta toast with sweet dukkha. Pesto avocado toast. Vegan hazelnut cocoa spread with dark pink Himalayan salt. wasabi coleslaw, woo, kale and blueberry slaw. So this is very simple with easy to follow directions. This actually could be a teenager or early preteen cookbook too. Cucumber mint salad, kale peas salad, etc. Here's the jackfruit section. Chinese jack salad with toasted almonds, Krabby Jack cakes with red pepper sauce, Sunday brunch garbanzo bean and quinoa cake Benedict with hollandaise sauce, quinoa tabbouleh and curried quinoa. I jumped to the end, apple pie oatmeal cookies, strawberry margarita pie. Does that involve an actual key lime juice, lime peel, xylitol? Ooh, mm, they want you to put xylitol in the whipped cream. No, that's xylitol is something that if I have in the house, my dogs would have gotten into and gotten sick or died, and I don't like the aftertaste of it. So I would skip that part. Raw apricot sorbet with fresh apricots, raw honey, and lime juice. So that is the Plantastic Cookbook. It's on Amazon for $17.99. Go ahead and click on it if you want to check it out. And you'll see when you click on products on Amazon, you're going to see them floating up the screen here on Amazon Live. It looks kind of funny to see the item going whoop. I don't have a single like on this live stream. Sheesh. How rude. Where's Richard when I need him? 2 cookbooks left. And I need to do a little research because I just was gifted this from the publisher. Thank you. And I don't know what Champneys is. Is it a restaurant? Wow, this is on deal today. $12.99 for the Kindle. Normally $32.99. Well, most people don't have a $32.99 Kindle book, so probably that'll get changed closer to the publication date of March 19. Celebrating the 100th anniversary of Champneys, the cookbook showcases healthy, handcrafted recipes for well-being from the UK's leading spa retreats. Oh, it's a spa. I didn't know what that was. Okay, cool. Contents include breakfast, juice shots and blended drinks, dips and salads, lunch, supper, and desserts and sweet treats, including Black Forest Bliss Balls. Yum. Well, let's check it out. I can't preview too much of this because it doesn't come out till March. I don't want to give too much of a sneak peek, but we'll kind of sneak on in. Ooh, this is looking gorgeous. Let's dive in. Banana walnut protein pancakes. And the measurements are given in grams and teaspoons. They mention up here that it's vegetarian, gluten-free, and dairy-free. Some recipes that don't have pictures. Here's some juices that they're making. Beetroot and wasabi hummus, spelled Houmous, a little bit differently. You can tell this book is from the UK, not the US. Here's the pictures. So they put them all at once. Nice. Those look delicious. Green olive, garlic, and butter bean dip. How incredible does that look? Oh my gosh. Those of you just joining us, we're looking through Champneys, the cookbook. It is by Aster, part of Octopus Books, and they gifted us this beautiful cookbook. And it turns out Champneys is a spa retreat. I did not know that, and I've never been. This is gorgeous. My camera's washing the page out a little bit. It mentions that it's gluten-free at the top, spinach, mozzarella, and caramelized pink grapefruit salad. Whoa. That's incredible. They give you the nutritional info per serving down here, which is great, and a tip on the side. Here's a Thai vegetable broth with smoked tofu. BB Bake says, I love watching your videos so much. They're always fun and help me decide on which cookbooks to get. Thank you very much. It's so nice to hear a nice comment instead of sometimes people are rude. I appreciate that. And I love looking through cookbooks. And I wish that my voice wasn't so messed up today. I've had a cough since January 3. This is roasted sea bass, aubergine, caviar, and corn salsa. Let's jump ahead. Oh, cute. Vegan mozzarella and herb arancini. I love making little rice balls. Seared scallops, curried parsnip puree, pickled raisins, and parsnip crisps. Okay, this one sounds like a lot of work, you guys. You have to pickle the radish, because I don't usually buy pickled radishes. You have to curry your parsnip puree. Well, that part's easy, just stir. You have to make parsnip crisps, And then you have to sear your scallops, so it's multiple steps. I probably wouldn't do that one. Baked salmon, butterbean cassoulet, and saffron velouté. Gorgeous. BB Bakes, I see that you have a YouTube channel too, maybe? Do you? It's not letting me click on you. Well, let me know if you're also a YouTuber. So Champneys is on sale. The Kindle version is $12.99, but the book doesn't even come out till March. We have one cookbook left. Now, if you missed all the rest of this cookbook show, which I've been going for about an hour, you can always rewatch it here on Amazon Live if you want to shop on the cookbooks. They'll be in a carousel below or on the side. Or you can just watch it on YouTube or on Facebook to replay it, the parts that you missed. Our final cookbook today is Come Hungry by Melissa Ben Ishay. I'm seeing this a lot on Cookbookstagram and CookTalk. This is salads, meals, and sweets for people who live to eat. Come hungry. And here's our author. She's beautiful. I'm thinking of switching out this pink backdrop because I feel like it's making everything else look dark. And then the cookbooks look light on the inside, but we'll see. Let's do a quick flip through. I just love pink so much, and I'm welcoming spring by having pink. Oh, this is gorgeous. I forgot. I flipped through this a couple days ago and forgot how stunning this is. This makes me want to cook. This definitely makes me want to cook. This is Come Hungry. It's 37% off today. Huge deal. Let's check out the chapters. Small plates, toasts, salads, grain salads, quick dinners and sides, dressings, breads, desserts, kitchen basics, and at the end, DIY kitchen staples. This is Come Hungry. Let's jump in. Oh, I see a bunch of burrata and marinated tomato toast. This recipe gets 2 photos. Okay. My favorite toast. Avocado and tomato toast. Okay, they are very generous with the photography here. Cucumber and cottage cheese toast. And I just bought cucumbers and cottage cheese. Bonus. This is stunning. A crunchy ramen slaw with grilled ribeye. Wow. I want to make a lot of stuff in this book. Joe's honey chicken salad. Coffee shop sesame chicken salad. Cute names. I'm going to jump ahead. Shaved carrot and zucchini salad. I love the use of color in these recipes. Ooh, that recipe had 2 pictures too. This one is, I see pasta and I see roasted peppers in hominy. So I did not see pasta. I just tripped out. I'm not sure what that is. Garlic cloves. Oh, I saw garlic cloves. Caramelized tomato and leeks with arugula. And next, oh, step-by-step photos for making a braided something or other. They call this a halabka. That's cute. Okay, that's pretty. Heirloom tomato pizza. See some bread. Cookies and cream icebox cake. Cheesecake stuffed chocolate cookies. In case your cookies aren't sugary enough, let's shove some cheesecake in there. Date caramel. And s'mores fudge. Wow, that's adding good stuff on top of good stuff. This is impressive, actually. Of all the cookbooks I looked through today, I think this is my favorite so far. So that is the end of our cookbook and coffee chat show, even though hardly anybody chatted, but we'll keep trying this again. Somebody just walked in right before I'm ready to close out. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Cookbook Divas, and our new YouTube is at Cookbook Divas Shops, so that you can see toys and books and stuff that aren't cookbooks that we don't want to spam our cookbook followers with. Bye, and I'll see you in about half an hour on my Disney live stream. Bye. I think I have to end it here and then